Por favor, mantengas alejado de las puertas. It's episode 17, and we're still geeking on Walt Disney World. Hey there again, and welcome to the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. This is your host, Curtis Stone, and I'm here with the smartest, the sweetest daughter of the world, Lindsay. We are back on the podcast. How you doing, Lindsay?
Oh, we're back. It's been so long.
It has been so long. We've had many apologies out there to our listening fans because we don't like to go this long without recording a podcast. It's been a couple weeks.
No, we've been swamped, though. I know you've been busy. I've been extremely busy with work and school.
Right. You've had the evenings covered, and I worked in the day. And then I had a nice illness left over from vacation.
Fun.
Both Mom and I. Ben brought it on vacation with us. Then Mom caught it. And then I caught it. Nice fever and
You just feel wonderful.
just horrible last weekend. But we're back and we are still talking and thinking about our last vacation. Well, even though we've been away a few days, we're still talking about that last 25th wedding anniversary trip. I think it's going to take us 3 or 4 episodes to get through the whole thing.
We did a lot.
We did a lot. And we said, we got through a few things, and we're not going like day by day like we did in some of our earlier shows. We're going to take some subjects and go into detail of them. And we went through and kind of looking at the way that, Lindsay, you did one of our shows where we talked about your trip planning. So we talked about what time of year to go. We talked about the hotel, which was the Bay Lake Tower. Mm-hmm. And again, just to recap, we had 8 people on this 25th wedding anniversary trip.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to talk about all of those, the funness involved with going with a large group.
And the difficulties.
Or the difficulties. So we'll give you the good and the bad. And we started getting into our restaurants, which is our
favorite part.
One of our, it's come to be
Let's
one
be
of
honest.
Yes, it has. Just, I was just having this thought recently. Wouldn't it be great if you had Disney chefs every day of the week?
Yeah, we'd be like huge roly-polies. Even worse than we are now.
How life would be if you could eat like that every day.
We'd become the people from Wall-E, where they just float around in their chairs all day.
Just the choice and variety and the yumminess that is Disney restaurants. So we're going to go through all those. We got into our Sunday Be Our Guest, and we talked last time about the flame tree over the Animal Kingdom.
Which was great.
Which was all great. And even just the counter service we run into. But we did have the opportunity to go to a pretty decent restaurant every day of the week that we were out there.
Yeah, I think there was only one day where we didn't have reservations, and we ate at the flame tree that day, so it was wonderful.
Which was good. I love that place.
Yeah, me too.
So a couple things we're going to go through. I got a shout out. And I've got a couple things from Mama Says segment that we've been liking to do. Then we'll get into our restaurants and hopefully have some time to talk about. We had a Twitter fan, name is Disney Thanksgiving, who asked for some tips on nighttime shows. So I wrote up a couple and you can add a few to those. And that's what we'll do. I think that's all we'll have time for.
All right. All
right. So let's get it going. A shout out and a thanks to the Disney Film Project. Cheryl, Ryan, Todd, and Rachel for having us on their past podcast to talk about a recent Disney film, Maleficent.
Yes. It's very fun.
I was really excited to see that movie because when we were down at Disney World last, they actually have a really cool, what do you call it, intro? Or...
It was like a sneak, in-depth preview, and it was set in that that old soundstage where Drew Carey Sounds Dangerous used to show.
Over at Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
It was like a 20-minute preview.
Yeah, it was a long one. It was in 3D, which wasn't offered in the theater that we saw it at.
Right.
And it showed some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. It had interviews with the actors, and then, of course, a snippet of the movie from the scene where Aurora gets cursed.
I thought it was an amazing preview. It was like one of the best previews.
It was really good.
It's so much action and the graphics. So we won't talk too much about the movie here because you can listen to that podcast as soon as it comes out. I hadn't seen it come out yet, but as soon as it does, you can hear us in that we spent an hour or more with them
We were
talking
there for
about
like
the
2
film.
hours.
Yeah. And, what did you think of my Spanish there in the intro?
Did you speak Spanish?
Was
I toning out so bad
Spanish?
that I didn't even hear you?
I always laugh. So those
Spanglish.
you guys that are big Disney geeks obviously would recognize that from the monorail. And I can never say that without cheating.
We even have like the text in front of us and we still can't say it.
I probably didn't get it right anyway. Mom has practiced it and does it well. But I bought a couple of coffee mugs down there this time. And I'm really pleased with my purchases. And this particular one has that saying on the back of it. It's a nice color of blue, light blue. And it's got a picture of the monorail and some of the iconic parts from the parks, the 4 parks. And then it says Walt Disney World on the inside. It's
the
nice,
important part, though, is that it's a 12-ounce cup, though. Not like those little tiny little 8-ounce ones.
I like the big ones.
It's a nice size.
I'm really pleased with the mug purchases we made this time.
I like all of them except for the Epcot ball one because it's so awkward to drink out of.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I get you there. I like the looks of it, though.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's not practical.
It was funny because I was eyeing those. They have those 3 park, like one for Magic Kingdom, one for Animal Kingdom, and one for Epcot. Although I didn't see one for Hollywood Studios.
No, there was not one
that we saw. I was eyeing them and wondering if I'd get one. And then we were in Mouse Gears, and Mom had all 3 of them in her basket.
Couldn't resist.
That made that decision easy. But I've been posting pictures on the Facebook page of my coffee mugs that I'm very proud of. People seem to like those.
We have a
too.
good collection of them.
Yeah, now I can pretty much have a lot of dirty ones out there and still pull a good one.
Yeah, which one is your favorite though? If you had to choose, I know mine.
Boy, I'm really of the ones I just got. That Polynesian one I really like.
Oh yeah, I got
cool
I actually have the travel one with.
Yeah, you got the same.
Like. It's the same. It's the same graphics, but it's the travel mug.
I like it. I like that one. I'm really proud of my DVC one. I love that one.
I like the DVC one too.
But they're all, I got a good group of them that I really like.
Do you remember what my favorite one is? I tell you this every time.
The Mine?
No, but I do like my Mine mug. No, there's another one. I got it last trip. Not this past trip, but the one before.
I'm drawing a blank.
It's a ride-related one. It's the Hollywood Tower Hotel mug that looks like you got it straight from the hotel. It look.
I'm totally forgetting now.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a smaller one.
It
right?
looks. It's not like Tower of Terror themed. It looks like it's just like a classic mug that you would find in like the hotel room when you checked in, where you would make your coffee.
Oh, okay.
It's great. It makes me chuckle.
Yes, it's always good to be happy in the morning, drinking your coffee or what have you. Okay, so we did the little shout out. And let's go into Mama Says. Yes. Now, the first two I have, and we got one that you just told me about. But the first 2 were my own prompting of questions to Mom. I wanted to get her response on a couple of things that I had been reading out there. Well, one of them at least was something I wrote out on the social networks. How would you feel if they added a Frozen theme to the Maelstrom boat ride at Epcot?
Not happy. And I like Frozen. I would not be happy, though, if they changed the Norway ride. Plus, they just refurbished it, so...
Did they? Oh.
Yeah, just recently.
Well,
they're working on it, actually, right now.
I know she hasn't recovered from the changes they made at the Mexican boat ride.
How could you, though?
And the response was exactly what I expected. Maybe she didn't even want to talk to me. It was like... she got kind of mad at me. I was like, don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. Just tell me what you think. If she hardly would even speak to me about it.
No, I think a lot of people would be really, really upset if they...
Some guys on the Twitter were saying, what are you going to do with the oil rigs? I don't know. I just hope they don't go there. I don't know how they could do it with what's there without ripping it all out and starting over again.
Yeah.
So that was, I knew what the answer was going to be. That was no big surprise. The second one was, what would you ever do a DVC split stay again? Because the reason I asked that question for a couple of reasons. Because we always said we would try the different hotels once we got the DVC. Although now we've done our 4th trip and we've only done one split stay between Bay Lake Tower and Boardwalk Villas, which went over so. And I think everyone has just fallen in love with Bay Lake Tower.
But I think the probability of that happening again is really high, considering that the Polynesian is going to be opening
Well,
sometime
that
soon.
That was the one exception she said to me exactly. She said to me, well, if we get Polynesian points, she goes, I could do a split stay between basically the resorts and the resort loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Grand Floridian. So she said, I guess just the convenience of
We like that area.
Changing hotels too.
Yeah.
Although Disney did a great job moving your bags.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice.
I kind of felt it too a little bit this time. We just changed rooms after one night, and I was like, oh, are we changing? It was kind of, that would be
That's because it was unexpected, though, too. I think that had something to do with it.
Maybe so. Yeah. So you kind of want to get that stuff out of the way and just enjoy your room.
Yeah,
but anyways.
I like to stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, too.
Well, that was the other thing. I actually was looking out there for points available for our trip in September because it's just you, me, and her going. Thinking maybe either beginning of the trip do 2 nights or end of the trip do 2 nights. All right. So
add on to it?
No. Not,
I was going to say, that's going to be like 12 days.
We don't have enough points to add on. But swap out because we're within 7 months and we could actually. And there was some availability on the front end. And it was kind of shaky on the back end. So I was looking on the member website for that. Oh, we can talk more about that.
We can.
We'll see if maybe we could sell her that. I'd like to just kind of, I actually said to her, when we go over to Animal Kingdom, maybe in the morning and then spend the afternoon at the pool I think we can pool hop over there.
Good luck.
So anyways, there's some thoughts there, but, so there's some interesting responses from her on that topic. Now you were telling me you had something that you were talking to her about.
Yes, I think it was either yesterday or the day before. My mom stopped me and said, "Hey, did you hear about the Frozen things they're bringing to Hollywood Studios for the summer?" And I was like, "No, I had no idea." But apparently, they're doing something called the Frozen Summer Fun Live event, where they're going to be bringing Anna and Elsa and a special guest, Kristoff, which we haven't seen in the park yet.
Oh wow!
To Hollywood Studios for the summer. I think they end on September 1st, and they're going to have all sorts of activities planned. They're doing a Frozen sing-along in the Premiere Theater, which is a 20-minute stage show.
Okay.
Fireworks. They're taking one of the sound
Fireworks
stages.
inside the stage?
No, they're going to be doing it by the hat.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
and then they're doing something called the Frozen Funland in Soundstage 1, which is similar to, if you know, the Pirates experience with Captain Jack.
Yep.
And they're making that themed with Oaken's Trading Post.
Okay.
Where they're going to be ice carving and having a skating rink and all sorts of things.
Get the kids involved kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's an interactive thing.
I love watching the kids. I wish my kids were young now, especially with the Star Wars. I would have loved to see Ben.
That show is so cute.
I watched that a couple times this last trip where the kids are doing the lightsaber with Darth Vader. He would have
loved that.
Oh, it was so cute.
And then
I enjoy watching that with the little kids.
Me too.
And the pirates too.
Yeah.
when Captain Jacks they get over there. I mean, they're spot on.
I know, they're so cool.
They're so good.
His Pirate Academy, I know what you're talking about. Okay, and then the last thing is they're doing a summer dance party and with a live band, and I think they're going to have a parade to get to that dance party.
Okay.
So it looks like a lot of fun. I wish we were going to catch it. I hope they might extend it a couple weeks so we can go see it. Because I love Frozen. Another
opportunity to see Anna and Elsa?
Yes, but they're not doing meet and greets at Hollywood Studios, but they will still be at Fairy Tale Hall in Magic Kingdom. Yeah, because we've also seen and heard that has been an incredibly popular. Yeah, they get like 3-hour waits every day. Craziness. All right, Mama Says. So that's our little segment there of our conversations with our other geek in the family, our Mama. All right, now let's get back to our restaurants, Lindsay. So just to refresh everyone's memory, we only got into Sunday and Monday. Sunday was our first day of arrival. We did the lunch for the first time at Be Our Guest, so you can listen to our comments about that. And Flame Tree, which we've done before, but it was really cool in Animal Kingdom for lunch. So relaxing. Yeah, and I love barbecue, and I don't know that I ever walked back there behind. There's a very relaxing pool, waterfall. It's probably like a 3-minute walk from the actual place where you buy the food. And it's very calm, very serene back there. There's lots of seating. Very relaxing. And
I think one of our, one thing I thought about, maybe this is a theme for our entire trip too, was first of all, we took advantage of the extra magic hours, which you get as a Disney hotel guest, especially the morning hours.
Yeah, which we can't recommend enough.
Right. Yeah, that first hour in the park, I don't want to say it was empty, but I mean, you could basically do what you want to do.
Everything was walk-on.
You could tell the big difference by the time, if it's 8 o'clock, was it in Animal Kingdom, for instance, by 9 o'clock, and now the dinosaur was open. There was a time
they used
years
to
ago
not open till
wasn't
10,
quite open. Yeah, a little later, even though they had extra. That was so disappointing. They have extra magic hours, but dinosaur wasn't open. Remember that?
So why would you go if one of the major attractions, one of 3 major attractions, isn't open in the morning?
Yeah, so the ones you're trying to, especially in Animal Kingdom, the dinosaur is the one you want to get on. But the other thing that leads to is an earlier lunch. You're hungry because we don't really eat a lot of breakfast sometimes.
Yes.
And you're hitting the flame. We were hitting the flame tree, for instance, like kind of when it was opening.
Yeah, we actually were there like right when it opened. The line had just started to form.
And so you don't get, kind of the crowdy, nutso, try to find a table situation. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
That was fun. And I mean, we did, again, we're going to get into the restaurants here, but I can remember doing that whole Everest and doing Dinosaur. I'm trying to remember what else we did. But we
did Kilimanjaro Safari in the morning.
Yeah, we even went all the way across, did Kilimanjaro Safari before really the park started getting crowded. I think when we got off that, I could see the crowds coming up.
By that time, there were people walking in every direction.
All right. Now, so let's get into... Now, this, again, was our 25th wedding anniversary, so we had a signature meal. And I love to do... we've been many times. I've been 15 times to the parks. And yet to do all of the restaurants.
Because we're so bad at going back to the places we love.
Well, yeah. We do have that.
We've done Kona 8 times.
I'm always telling, I think, especially you and Mom, once you find something you like to go back. Like Disney World, first of all.
Yeah, well, there we go.
But, so I'm always I'm always telling you guys, you and Mom do most of the planning. Come on, let's do a different restaurant. And last time we couldn't go to California Grill because they were
closed
and renovating it. Our previous trip was the previous March. And so we were really excited for the California Grill, yes. Which of course is on top of the Contemporary. And we're staying at Bay Lake Tower. Extremely convenient. I think we spent the day at Epcot that day. Mm-hmm. Just before, I just want to mention, of course, our signature 11 o'clock a.m. margaritas at the Mexican Pavilion in Epcot. We did get a chance to try the, empanadas? The cheese empanadas.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of just the nachos with all the stuff. I mean, that is one of my favorite snacky meals at Epcot. But our friend Heather Brainerd, who listens to the show and was on the show during one of our smells, show, talked about the cheese empanadas. So Heather, I did get a chance to have those, and I appreciate
pictures.
It.
I have
pictures, and I'm going to be posting. Lindsay told me try Photo Bucket for all your pictures, so I'm going to start posting. I'm getting into doing that and posting a lot of pictures, but I love posting.
And other people can look at They can look at your albums too,
yeah.
So
and I haven't done my trip report on the what do you call the Disboards yet. I think I will. And then I'll use Photo Bucket to load up my
It's actually not
trip report with pictures.
The picture host that flips the pictures upside down, just by the way, because I know that it flipped all my pictures upside down too. Oh,
who, Disboards did it too?
Disboard does it. I don't know why.
We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. And it didn't happen right away. It's happened.
No, it happens later. And what was wrong with the picture when it was right side up?
All right. So let's talk about California Grill. Now, California Grill is one of these restaurants where you have to dress decently.
Yeah, they have a dress code.
Which
is, it's not that bad. It
wasn't that strict, actually.
No, it's just ladies dress business. It's like business casual. So no jeans sort of thing.
Right.
And then the men just have to wear collared shirts.
And I wore, Mom bought me, it was kind of funny, she bought me a pair of shorts. And a California shirt, Hawaiian shirt that was coconut trees. I picked that out for you, actually. Thank you very much.
We were laughing. We got it at Kohl's and we were laughing at it. And there was one. It was that one with the coconut trees, or the one with the the ladies all over it in their bikinis and everything on the different islands.
Oh, I like that one.
But we thought, this would be a little bit more appropriate.
Well, it was funny. The shirt was too small and the shorts were too big. So she had to go back and so put some effort into my attire.
We did try to call you like 3 times, but you were at work, so we understand.
And then Mom bought a nice dress.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, like...
it was peacock colors.
Something comfortable, summery.
Yeah, it was a maxi dress. It was very
and, of
pretty.
course, you can check out our pictures that we've been posting on Facebook page. So, again, it's at the Contemporary, and kind of interesting that to check in, you check in just above that floor where the lobby is. So you come up the escalator. If you're coming from the ground floor, you'd be coming up
it's
one
the
layer.
convention floor.
Convention floor, yep, thank you. So it's below the monorail floor, or where Chef Mickey's is, but so there's like a layer there.
You just take the escalator down from the main shopping floor.
Check in there. There's a little desk there, and they escort you. There's someone there watching the elevator.
They have a dedicated elevator.
Exactly. And they are bringing you up. Of course, the big feature of this restaurant is that it's on the top of the Contemporary in the round 360 views. When you come up to the top of the elevator, they have an amazing wine refrigerators.
Just a huge wall of wine refrigerators.
Right.
And we had Caitlin with us, who was a connoisseur of wines.
Yeah.
She was thrilled to see that.
Well, and you know what I want to do with you, Lindsay? Now, what's your favorite restaurant at this point before this trip?
Flying Fish.
Flying Fish over at the boardwalk. And I want to kind of compare that a little bit with the California Grill. And hold your thought there for a second. But I'm looking at pictures right now, and the view is spectacular from this because, like you said, the 360 views and all windows.
Yes, and it's even higher than the Bay Lake is too, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right. And
not much, maybe a story or two, but
and because it's on the side that's more towards the rest of Disney World, you can actually go outside of the restaurant and walk along, which I did before we ate dinner. Mm-hmm. Instead of I'm so antsy waiting for anything, so I ordered my dinner, and it's casual enough for
But they encourage you to go. They say, they go say, look at they've got 3 observation decks.
Yeah.
And they say, while you're waiting for dinner, while you're waiting for everything, just go out and stand up and go look.
It's a fantastic view from within the restaurant. But you go out there, and I snapped a ton of pictures.
We had a nice day, too. It was very nice.
Yeah, I'm looking actually, we got a little bit of clouds there. Still.
But it was cool, and it was nice.
Yes.
We could still see everything. It wasn't raining.
Yes, exactly.
So that's nice for me.
I love this. What's similar in terms of, I think the atmosphere is kind of similar to the Flying Fish, where you have the open kitchen where you can. You can see the chefs preparing meals. But I love that. So you kind of got that mix of formal and.
It was classy.
Yeah,
it was nice.
It's a mix. I'm not a formal person.
No,
I mean, just not.
You're a normal person. You're a typical.
So, if somebody's excited about, kind of the uppity thing that's going on.
It wasn't Victoria and Albert.
But it wasn't like that at all.
No.
So there was a casual atmosphere, which I enjoyed. And again, the view, spectacular. We had a pretty good table.
Yeah, we were
sort of in the middle.
We were sort of in the middle of where the dining room was, but we still had a good view there was no bad views from your seat. Even if you're sitting at the bar, you had a nice view. And
I think one of the best pictures that we took the entire trip, I think it was one of the waitresses took of us.
Yes.
That's just a great picture. We ordered lots of hors d'oeuvres.
I think almost everyone got 2 plates of something.
Lots of, I mean...
The way their menu was organized, it wasn't like appetizers, entrees, whatever. It was, you just ordered from their food selection. Like, they didn't look like it was much of a difference in it,
Yeah.
Like, for my main course, I had sushi.
Of thing.
Yeah,
I
mean?
know. I know a bunch of us ordered sushi type stuff, right, for hors d'oeuvres. I'm looking at some of my pictures. I love this camera that I just got, and did some nice zooms. But yeah, so what'd you think of the California Grill?
I thought the food was great. Like I had no problems with anything that I had. I think you and I both had that salad. If you just went right by the picture. Yeah, there was a nice salad that we had with a poached
for the
egg
appetizer.
on it.
You mean?
Yeah, it was our appetizer sort of thing.
Yep.
But it was a delicious salad.
Right. Beautiful looking, right?
Oh my gosh, everything was gorgeous.
Yeah, the presentation, if you will.
Yes.
Is always, great. Fresh vegetables.
Yeah, funny little looking plates. Mom had like a 5-course meal, if I recall.
What did you? She had the salmon.
Yeah, and you just went by mine. I actually had, they made it special for me, avocado and cucumber sushi, because it wasn't on the menu. Because I don't eat fish, but I love vegetable sushi, so.
Well, you should mention, because I think that's unique in that I don't know if it's unique, but you're vegetarian, and
I don't eat fish too. So.
How do you think all the restaurants did to accommodate? We can talk a little bit about that for each one of these restaurants, but
most of them were pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had a problem. I've been vegan down there before, and I've been vegetarian for a while, so I've never encountered anything where
they're always going to have one, but the problem is you're not going to get a lot of variety. They'll have like one vegetarian specific meal, right?
Yeah, but then I'm like, a lot of the times I'm like, I don't want this, so I just say I want to talk to the chef, and they'll make something for me.
They're always very accommodating, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kona did, especially. I remember this particular time. He was a really good chef.
I just remember.
We'll talk about
that. Yeah. But
looks like somebody had a lobster tail and scallops. Harry had those scallops. Caitlin had the steak.
She had lamb. It was lamb.
Oh no, right. She's showing me a big picture. She's laughing, showing me her big meal of lamb
on couscous.
Yeah, Harry had the big scallops, and they did one thing. Well, we didn't get a lot of anniversary treats. I see a congratulations from the California Grill, but we paid that. It was like
we bought the creme brulee.
They didn't drop anything on us in celebration of our anniversary.
No.
I like to have steak because I hardly ever have steak at home, so I like to get a good steak.
I have to say my dessert was delicious. It was like this pudding chocolate mousse, but it was so thick. It was delicious. It was small, but it was so rich. I really enjoyed it.
So my question then for you is, did California Grill match your favorite restaurant in comparison to Flying Fish?
My answer is no.
Okay.
No, I still like the Flying Fish better, but it's
food-wise.
It's still a fantastic meal.
Now, is your opinion swayed? We had a really good server at Flying Fish the one time we went there. We did. I mean, does that kind of weigh into? And we had all great servers, but this particular one I remember at Flying Fish, we just had it was outstanding, even far and above.
I think that does have a little bit of weight to it, but I do think that the Flying Fish was more accommodating than the California Grill was, even though they did make me a special plate.
Oh, for the vegetarian stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I think I just prefer the atmosphere at the Flying Fish to California Grill.
Okay.
Just for some reason, it just struck me differently,
Okay.
I did enjoy it.
And it's close,
right?
It
was good.
Yes.
I mean, we're not
talking about. We're being really particular.
I'm being so picky. It's a fantastic restaurant. It really, really was. I enjoyed my time.
The views are outstanding. After dinner, we were able to go over on the other side, kind of where the Bay Lake Tower was in Magic Kingdom, and take some really nice. It's like dusk, so we took some nice pictures. I had a picture, and I just posted this recently out on the Facebook of Bay Lake Tower, and it looks like I had gotten it off of the internet.
I know.
And I took a shot that is exactly like that. A couple shots of the Bay Lake Tower in the dusk and the nice, soft light kind of. And I really love that picture. So, and the other thing, if you do eat there, they do allow you to bring your receipt after if you had eaten dinner earlier during the day, and they will allow you to watch Wishes from up there.
Yes, which Harry, Caitlin, and I did do. We went from that first closest to the Bay Lake Tower observation deck, and the fireworks were amazing.
So you took advantage. I'm glad you guys took advantage, even though we already have Bay Lake Tower too. But
yeah, I mean, it's.
Did you notice a difference between?
No, there's no difference between the Bay Lake Tower and
a little different angle.
It's slightly different angle, but the fireworks are still way behind the castle, sort of thing. When you're viewing it up from top, and you can't see the lights in the park from where you are, either on either building, but it's still a wonderful place to watch Wishes because you don't have to fight the crowd to get back.
Awesome. Now, and we'll talk about some of the nighttime shows. I hopefully get that in today.
Yeah.
For the show. Some of our tips around that. All right, let's talk about Wednesday. We went over to Hollywood Studios.
We did the Extra Magic Hours again.
Extra Magic Hours. Great. And did an early prime time.
50s prime time. Which
early
I had.
Early lunch, right? 11:30ish.
Yeah, it was 11:30.
Over there.
It was This is one of my favorites in Hollywood Studios. I think this is my favorite restaurant in Hollywood Studios.
It's a good restaurant for a gang of people to go, like 8.
Yes, it's a great one for a large group.
Because of the interaction.
Yeah, and it's just fun. And the food is really yummy, which is good.
It's all good home-cooked.
Home-cooked mama's food. It's very comfort
food.
foods.
Fried chicken and meatloaf.
I had some fried, like, mozzarella cheese sort of thing. And the good veggie. They cook their veggies real good.
Yeah, and you gotta eat your veggies. So let's talk.
I don't have a problem eating my veggies there. I don't have a problem anyways.
Good point.
But
what do you remember from primetime?
I'm trying to remember what I had. I know I had that good appetizer. Like I said, it was like a fried cheese thing with pita chips. So it was like a soft cheese. It was delicious. And then we had onion rings, which we shared.
I love those onion rings.
They were big.
Are they called the beer batter?
Yeah, beer batter onion rings. They were super good.
I love the decor of this restaurant. It looks like I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
Right?
But it
kind
was
of booths.
It was you, me, Mom, and Renata sitting at one table. Or Renata didn't come.
No.
Renata was with us. So it was you, me, and Mom at one table, and everyone else, 4 other people at the other table that was right next to us, but not connected.
In the booth. So yes. they serve those onion rings in a little basket.
Yes.
They're huge.
It was super cute. And they've got some of a dipping sauce, which I didn't try, but...
And what's this little bread thing that you got?
That's the cheese that I got with the bread sticks to dip it in. What did you get?
I had the meatloaf.
Classic.
They do have a mix.
It's Mama's leftover plate.
Yeah.
It's like her meatloaf and... fried chicken and something else.
It escapes me. I think Ben loves... There's a pot pie there, chicken pot pie. Oh, pot roast.
Yes.
Is the other one that they put in there. Harry had the pot roast, I think. Anything else you remember from prime time, Lindsay?
Okay, so after dinner, we were sitting around and...
Well, first of all, our server was really good.
He was great.
He was doing the whole
funny.
Act.
Yeah.
He was doing the whole act of, don't leave your elbows on the table.
He was our
Eat
cousin.
all your vegetables.
And he well, he yelled at you right before this happened, before our incident happened. He yelled at you for having your phone under the table.
Okay.
He said, stop playing with your walkie-talkie. And then I was trying to move in my chair because I was sitting in the booth part of it, and my dad was sitting across from me in a chair. And I didn't realize that the tables weren't bolted to the floor, because usually in most restaurants, like these little tables are bolted to the floor, but they weren't. And I go to sit back, and I push like my back against the chair, and I put my foot on the bottom part of the table, and as I pushed back, the table pushed forward like really fast, and my dad's full cup of water did a sort of one of those timber things and went over and spilled all over his lap.
The entire cup.
And I was mortified.
Glass of ice water all over my lap, soaking wet.
All over the floor.
I mean, like, just drenched.
Totally full cup.
And now so the server came over, and, I started to pick it up with
our napkins
and stuff like that on the floor. Mostly the floor was soaking wet too. And he's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But then he comes over. He goes, okay, now stand up. He had made me stand up, turn and face the entire restaurant. And they did shame, shame, shame.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, oh my
shame,
gosh.
Shame, shame. What was the whole
Shame, shame, shame on you.
Yeah, shame, shame, shame on you. So that was quite embarrassing. Embarrassed me. Now, what else? Now, Mom also...
She didn't finish her vegetables.
Did not finish her vegetables.
I'm sure a lot of you have had this experience if you've been there.
And I think she had to play the choo-choo game.
She had to do the choo-choo with one more bite before our cousin had to bring it back to show Mama that she didn't finish her vegetables.
So doesn't he take a spoonful?
He took a fork, a bunch of beans, because she had beans on her plate. And
played the choo-choo game so she ate her last forkful of beans. and she was laughing so hard, I thought they were going to come out her nose.
I know, she was choking. She was laughing so hard.
Right? It's not fun to have green beans come out your nose.
No, but we had a great. He was a great waiter. We caused so much trouble.
Oh, the other thing that's a big favorite there is the peanut butter and jelly shake.
Yeah, we did. We all had milkshakes.
Oh, yeah, the milkshakes are really good.
Yeah, I had the first time I ever tried the red velvet milkshake, which was delicious.
Yeah.
Just tastes just like red velvet cake.
So we had some incidents and some fun at the prime time.
We caused trouble.
Always a good. Yeah. Can't seem to get out of there without getting into trouble. But that's one of our favorites. That's always fun. All right, Lindsay, let's go on to Thursday.
Thursday, we did another one of our favorites that we've been to like 10 times.
Exactly. Ohana over at the Polynesian. And
first, though,
we have 8 people there, and Sheila, and
Ben? Caitlin
had never been there before.
Okay, I didn't know where you were going with that.
Although we spent a bunch of time in the lounge there having a few drinks. I was going to say,
first we did the
one night before
the Tambu Lounge.
Yeah.
Which everyone likes.
Harry and her have been over there checking out the lounge because we recommended it before too. They went over there on their own. But, the Polynesian they're doing a lot of work over there, a lot of construction, and they have the walls up and that kind of thing.
But if you didn't know any better, It didn't look bad.
It certainly didn't get in the way of Ohana in any way.
No.
Because there's nothing no construction going on there. I'll say this. So Ohana is my favorite Walt Disney World restaurant.
And I think it's Harry's too, and Ben's.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. And I will say they did not disappoint. They kept their number 1 ranking because yeah, go ahead.
We had a great waiter who, when we
Carlos.
said we liked, or when someone said they liked the shrimp or they liked the steak or something, he piled on like half the skewer onto their plate.
Oh yeah, he was just like, he heard us talking about, we really love shrimp, and like before you know it, he's like piling on shrimp.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he's laughing at he's doing it.
We'll see if you like shrimp.
Challenges you.
Exactly. It's like, hey, dude, I want to have some meat too. I want to have some steak. I don't want to just fill up on shrimp. Pushing the shrimp on us like straight away and laughing. And we took you can see some pictures of us just having a great time with that. And it's just the casual atmosphere. It's the Polynesian feeling, the
Ohana, we're all family sort of thing.
The cousins, the whole thing.
And the
family style eating, I love that too. Yes. I mean, all you can eat. I love all of the choices they have there. I mean, everything is so good.
Yeah.
Chicken wings, the sticky chicken wings, the sauces they bring for the meats, and I love dipping and like that. The bread.
Yes, this is the only time we got the bread because they didn't serve it
they don't have it at Kona anymore.
Not for lunch. At dinner they do, but not for lunch.
I mean, we chowed down. Everybody was like,
and I don't eat the same meal that everyone else does when I go to Ohana because everything else has some sort of meat product or something on it. So I had a special appetizer made. It was the hummus and chips plate, which was delicious. I had that last time I was there. And
so did the chef come over for you?
A stir fry. No, Carlos just said, I'll handle you. Don't worry, I got you.
So I mean, like you said, he was so great and accommodating. He said he'd been there 14, 15 years.
Yeah, he'd been there for a long time.
Which
he knew what was going on. He'd done it plenty of times before.
He was comfortable in his skin.
Yeah.
It was just, I'm trying to get out to some of our pictures, and I don't know if I can get there quick enough.
But we did catch the entire show of the ukulele player.
Now I don't remember him being there before.
No, it used to be a woman.
Okay.
Who did it. But he was plugged into the sound system, and he would sing, and he played his ukulele. And then he did...
He's like Don Ho.
He did special shows, celebrations of certain...
birthdays and anniversaries.
Yes, and... we made my mom and dad go up and be, what was it, like a Hawaiian blessing for you?
Yep.
It was so nice, so sweet. And I remember I got up to take pictures of you guys during the middle of it as he was singing to you guys, and you guys were rocking and dancing, and Mom started bawling the second she saw me.
Well, actually what happened too is they had 3 other couples came up to be recognized for their anniversary. And I think the couple next to us, I want to say, was 44 years.
There was like a 30-year, a 40-year, and a 50.
No, a 3-year. There was a 3-year.
Three.
So we were 25. 44, yeah, it's 30 something. But the woman with their 44, she started bawling. And Mom looked over and, started bawling when that's what happened. I'm glad you came over to take some pictures, but, yeah. I'm looking at the salad too that they bring over.
We ate well that night.
Yeah, the shrimp.
We're laughing at the shrimp thing.
Some of these pictures. The noodles, like is that like a peanut
yeah, I remember
sauce
everyone.
Noodles?
I didn't have any because they had some meat in it.
I love broccoli. It's like a.
It's a stir fry.
Yeah, like a stir fry. Is that like a peanut noodle? You didn't have any of those?
No, I
love those things. That stuff. It was good.
That's my plate that you.
Oh yeah, it's
the pita chips and hummus. It was really good.
Right, and chicken. I mean, I am normally a huge chicken wing fan, but there's so much other food. It's hard to.
I know, it just keeps coming.
With the pork, was it pork and, I want to say chicken, but steak. I mean, there's steak and everything. It's and then for dessert, they also did the coconut races with the kids,
Which is cute.
We were kind of off in the corner where we weren't in the middle.
We were right by the entrance.
Yeah. We weren't really in the middle of the coconut races.
No, which is nice.
And funny enough, at the end of the meal,
after we stuffed ourselves,
they do have a great dessert there.
Yes, what did we have this time? It was the banana pudding.
Yeah, and it's got caramel.
It was like bread pudding.
Pudding.
It was really good.
It's really good, but the Polynesian, or I'm sorry, it's ice cream too.
Ice cream pudding and caramel sauce. Oh my gosh.
It's really good, but Carlos ended up bringing us to, was it like a cupcakes?
They were brownie cupcakes.
Brownie cupcakes with M&Ms on them and 2 candles to light up for our anniversary. It's funny that they did that, but the California Grill didn't.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't a big dessert though. It's like literally like those little brownies you get at.
Oh, Hannah, you're still number one. Love you.
We
Miss
love
you.
Hannah. Yes.
We want to buy a DVC at you.
We will.
Someday. All right. So now we've already done some great restaurants, but we still have more. And Friday we're over at Epcot, and what happened here was we haven't eaten at this particular international restaurant.
But it's another one that we've been to a couple times. At the World
Showcase,
before.
we've been there a couple times. We have some German heritage in our family. Our mom's mother is German, and right from Germany.
Straight off the boat.
Cooks German for us. And so we're very familiar with German food, and we have some affection for the entertainment there.
It's very comforting for us to have the German food because it's just like home for us.
Yeah, right. So we're over at the beer garden at the World Showcase for Friday.
And the atmosphere too. It's
again, we were there kind of early. It was,
right when they opened.
Not empty, but just relaxing too.
Yeah.
Just get up, take your time. You don't have to bump into all kinds of people. But the band,
Oompa
band is still playing, doing their full show. A couple of people getting up to dance. Mom got up and danced.
Mom and Ben danced.
And I think Caitlin and Harry, did they go up and dance?
Yes, they did too. But they were just cut off by the end of the song, so they went up the gun and they stopped.
Now they may have lost some of their inhibition based on the beer that Caitlin had, which was an authentic 1 liter glass.
Yeah, but the waiter said there's the German size beer or there's the American
size beer. And the German size is humongous 1 liter.
And then the
dark beer I think she had.
Pint for the.
And they don't really sell the dark beer out on the World Showcase floor.
They do.
Anymore.
They have a tap with it.
They don't have the dark beer anymore.
No.
Which is actually kind of disappointing. They have a.
Are you sure it's not sold at the pretzel stand?
No, I'm actually positive. I'm trying to give you the exact. There's a Pilsner. There's a grapefruit kind of beer. And there's an Oktoberfest.
But no dark.
But they don't have the darker beer like they do in the restaurant.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, everyone is kind of a fan of the dark beer, so we had that actually. I didn't get the liter.
You and Harry got the flights.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Was it 3 or 4?
4 of them.
4 beer tasters. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
And And so, well, we had seen that on a Discovery America.
Yeah, it was funny how that was the last one we actually booked for that trip.
Right.
It was a last minute thing because we saw it on, like you said, this Discover America with the Disney World special, and they showed the beer garden. We're like, oh, we like the beer garden.
I know exactly. So that was fun.
We had a nice waiter, straight from Germany.
Yep.
Student, a young
Yep,
guy.
Young guy. We talked a lot to him.
He was excited because he was finally got to do his waiter part of his trip, because it's the first part they're out in the actual park selling like the pretzel stand and stuff like that, and then after the second half they do the restaurants.
It's always fun, especially the international students.
Yeah,
cast members.
It was nice, a young guy.
Yep, good guy.
Probably around the same age as I am.
Always good looking too. No? Oh, okay. All right, moving on to Chef de France on Saturday. Now, this was another special occasion for Renata's birthday. This was her choice.
It's her birthday day.
And this was, again, a lunch.
Mm-hmm. Which was great.
Mom, Renata, and I, years ago, went to a conference we've talked about on the podcast a little bit before. And we first found out about the French lunch. And it's what do they call it?
They have other options, but you
Right.
can get the price fix menu.
Right. And it's basically a 3-course meal, I think is what they call it. And it consists, they've expanded it a little bit now, but that it has the French onion soup or lobster bisque. And lobster bisque was a newer one.
Yes. Which we had raving reviews from other people in our group.
Yep. So we've had a mixed group of people having either or.
I think 4 or 5 of us got the price fix menu, actually.
Yeah. But so I heard the lobster bisque was good. I had the French onion soup because I love cheese. I think we had a cheese platter too.
I did not finish that cheese that was on the French onion soup. There was
it's so much. Yeah,
but yes, we did get the cheese platter, and it was fantastic. Yeah. I love every time I see a cheese platter on a menu. I have to get it.
I know it.
It's so good.
I love that too. It has a ham and cheese sandwich. Is the main part of the meal for that. Also, they had mac and cheese.
Yeah, it was this weird mac and cheese,
which was part of that.
It was okay. It was okay. The French onion soup was better. Trying to remember so it was the cheese platter, and then for dessert they had creme brulee.
They had a good option. They had all kinds of options.
Yeah,
dessert.
you could get anything on the dessert menu as your dessert for the price fix, which was fantastic. So I
think that's just a great option. Yeah. Again, it was quiet. We were there.
It was
first.
filling.
We were the first people in there again.
It was delicious.
And we had some champagne for
almost everyone.
We bought a bottle of champagne where they brought it over and they put it in the ice.
Yes.
And even towards the end of that meal, that's one of those restaurants where all of the wait staff will come over and sing happy birthday. They usually surprise you.
Yeah.
I don't think did we tell them anything? They probably just knew because
I saw them huddling though.
Yeah, I think that's
when they came over.
Disney World usually, they ask you what you're celebrating, so it's on your record wherever you go.
Yeah.
And they will surprise you with birthdays. And that group, they like to come over and sing to you.
Yeah. The one thing I have to say about this restaurant is, though, that, like you said before, you don't like formal dining. The place settings here are so intricate that I was like, there was no room on the table for anything. We had a big group, too. So that's the one thing I would have to say. There were 3 wine glasses, a bunch of different plates and stuff. I was like...
A little fancy?
It was too fancy. Just give me my food. You know what I mean?
All right. Now, I think actually, you said we did last minute bookings, and I think on Sunday, which was our last day before we flew out, we always book a late flight so we get as much time as possible in the park or eating, what have you. And this was sort of a last minute choice to do Kona.
Yes.
Over at the Polynesian.
Just because it's so easy. It's right around the loop, so we can go to the park in the morning.
Very underrated.
Yeah, just go have lunch and then go home.
You probably could. I don't even know if you have to advance book it sometimes.
Probably not anymore at Kona, because it's not popular, but it's good.
But we've always had great meal. I think even the last time we were there was for some reason, it seemed was a spectacular meal.
But I feel like the lunch is nothing compared to the dinner, though.
That might be what it is,
because the sushi bar is not open for lunch, and you don't get the bread anymore.
They don't do the bread anymore for lunch.
So that was a little bit disappointing, yeah. I mean, we still had a good meal. I still had a good meal.
Yeah.
The waiters are still great. We had a brand new waitress,
But that was the one where the chef came over. He sat down next to me. We were kind of in the boothy kind of section there.
Yeah.
And and you were sitting across from me, and he sat in the booth. He goes, "Let me sit down."
Yeah, he was nice.
But it made you think he's going to take his time.
Yeah,
and
he was totally ready to like make whatever I wanted, and I literally I just didn't want the noodles. I wanted rice instead of noodles.
Yeah, he was just going to chill out with us, and go over the options of what they have. They kind of work with the food things that they have that are part of the menu.
Yeah, so like any food that's in a certain other dish, they can put together with something else.
But I think they really enjoy getting creative.
Yeah.
And, I don't know how often they get these special requests. If you have food allergies and that kind of thing, they absolutely will do something for you, even though you're going to a restaurant that has a very set menu. Even the family style and the buffets and everything.
Oh yeah, they'll always
do
got something,
which is really cool.
The only place I've ever encountered where they wouldn't do that for me was the Crystal Palace.
Okay.
And the in the Hollywood Studios, what's that one? The Hollywood and Vine. Yeah.
Well, they basically will tell you what's on the menu that will.
Yeah, they'll say here you can have this and this.
That will.
But most other
direct
places
you kind of what's there in the buffet that will.
But I think if you argue and make enough of a scene, they'll make you something anyways.
What did you do at the beer garden? Did you do just what was on the...
Oh, there was tons of stuff for me.
Tons of salads.
Oh,
and
there's
stuff,
tons of stuff.
Yeah.
I had mostly like all those pretzel rolls and everything. And
well, that pretty much covers the restaurants.
Yes.
So much good food.
I know, and I'm so excited because we
have... So spoiled.
I know, we have a bunch of restaurants lined up that we've never done coming up on our next trip.
We'll talk about that maybe at another show.
Yes.
All right, so we're into it, but 50 minutes into it, but you know what I want to do? I want to keep going and cover this nighttime ideas on tips for nighttime shows.
All right, we're going to extend our episode.
Let's extend this. We've been away for a little while, so let's do that. Bonus time. All right, so we did have a Twitter friend ask some tips on... I'll give you some of mine, Lindsay, and then maybe you can add to these.
All right.
I'm just going to read through these, but... So if you want to do nighttime, I almost laughed when I spread this because we've been really bad in that we're mostly morning people and we take advantage of the early morning. We kind of schedule our time to do the morning magic hours, and we've talked about how that is really beneficial. But, they also have nighttime extra magic hours. But I'm very proud to say this last trip I did at least 3 evenings into the late evenings.
You did very well.
And I wanted to do that. It was one of my must-dos. And I was able to do that. And so we can give you some tips there. I was almost laughing because I was like, well, I'd like to give you tips on those, but we don't do it too much anymore. But here we go. But it is tough to do rope drop, which is hitting the parks when they first open, and then try to do the nighttime shows too.
Especially if it's extra magic rope drop.
Yeah. And it's exhausting. It can be really exhausting, especially if you try to do that multiple days in a row.
Yeah.
But, you can probably do it and a lot of people like this strategy. Well, especially when it's hot, especially the summer and times when it's hot. And it was fairly hot towards the end of our week. It wasn't too hot,
but it was humid.
Yeah. But take a break in the middle of the after. Here's another good thing. If you're staying at a Disney resort and you're not outside the parks, you can get back and forth in a reasonable amount of time so you can get back to the resort, take a break and rest, maybe hang out at the pool, take a nap, and then go back for the nighttime shows.
Yes.
That's my tip
totally
number 1.
Agree.
I got about 8 of these tips.
That sort of thing.
But if you do go back, to the room and you have great intentions to go do nighttime stuff, it might be tough to wake up, depending, especially what day, how long you've been there already.
It's
because true. You may go, oh, forget it. I'm enjoying my relaxing time.
Yeah.
Do I really want to go back into the park? So just
careful.
Be careful. Your motivation may falter. Well, that's probably what's killed us most of the time. We have big ambitions and then we just poop out. But it is cooler at night and you can avoid a lot of the hot sun if you can do this during the summer. So that's another tip.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do nighttime, it's great because you can, it's not going to be as hot.
And there's a totally different view of the parks too when the lights are on.
Yeah.
It's so different.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
You get a different aspect.
Yeah, different atmosphere going on.
And, now, FastPass Plus actually has introduced special viewing areas.
Yes. Do they have one at Magic Kingdom?
They do. Yeah.
Right. I didn't know about that one because
they
I
do
don't
for
know.
Wishes.
But I know for a fact that Epcot for Illuminations. If you want to see Illuminations,
you booked.
That's something different.
But it's a dessert thing.
That's different though. It's not FastPass.
Okay. All right. So, well.
There's that option too. But
yeah. So I'm saying FastPass, but you can do other options, which I actually think I'd bring up too.
But what I was going to say about Epcot was, they've got the tiering system right now in Epcot, and Illuminations is in that first tier, which includes Test Track, Soarin', and the Norway ride, Maelstrom. So there's those 4 things, and you can only get one of those a day. So if you're going to book Illuminations Fast Pass, you better not plan on doing any of those other 4 rides unless you want to wait in the standby line, because you can't get another Fast Pass if you have that Illuminations one there.
Right.
So that means all day you're waiting for that. So just keep that in mind, is if it's worth it for you or not. But we do know that there's some really good spots in...
Well, the thing you can do, though, if you get there at Rope Drop and do Soarin', you can get that done if you run right over there straight away without a Fast Pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do Test Track next without a Fast Pass.
You'll have
especially
about a 20-minute wait.
Especially if you do a single rider.
Yeah, the single rider is... that worked out great.
And yes,
us.
you will have a wait if you do that, if you don't do single rider probably. But the queue is pretty quick.
It's fine. I mean, it's
especially for other extra... Again, if you're there extra magic hours, you're probably going to make out better.
It's still going to be like a half an hour long, which
and then
we
you could
did
save
notice
your
that.
Fast Pass for Illuminations.
Yeah, so
right?
we did notice the lines will be long still, and even in extra magic hours, but it's possible.
And, I highly recommend, if you haven't done the nighttime stuff, you got to do it.
Yes.
Because we did Illuminations this year, and it was great. Well, I'm going to get into that. So the next one on my bullet here was Phantasmic. They do have the dinner and a show. So you can eat dinner at the Brown Derby.
You can eat dinner at Brown Derby, Hollywood and Vine, and I don't know if there's another one.
I know those 2 because we've done it for the Hollywood and Vine.
Yes, there's definitely those 2, but there might be one other restaurant, but I'm not sure. Oh, at Mama Melrose, you can eat too.
Oh yes,
yeah.
And what that means? Do you pay extra for that? Do you remember? I don't think so.
It's not much extra.
Is it extra? Okay, but what they do is you don't have to wait in line. Phantasmic can be actually a crazy nasty wait. And I'll call it no line. It's more like a mob that sits out there.
Down Hollywood Boulevard.
It's kind of uncomfortable. You got to be, and people start lining up like an hour before.
You need to be there an hour before. And I've done it before.
And it can't, I don't like that feeling of people like in my space all over me. And that is one of those things. So it could be to your advantage. If you're going to do dinner, add on the show. And it's a special reserved area that they do for seating.
It's a nice VIP area.
It's a good view.
And if you're not going to eat in Hollywood Studios and you still want to see Phantasmic, and they offer, during the summer, they offer 2 shows, an earlier one and then one around 10.
10, yeah.
The 10 o'clock show isn't as crowded. You can get there about 20 minutes before, and you can still get a good seat.
There you go.
So, and I've done that before. It was so much fun. And then the bus ride home was really easy too.
Yeah, so after, when they all unload the herd.
Yeah. And it's quiet. It's nice.
Yep, perfect. Good tips. Epcot. If you do the backstage tour, which Mom and I have done before, they actually give you a preferred viewing of Illuminations later on.
They have 2 spots.
Even if you do the tour in the morning, I'm trying to remember, but they basically have your name anyway. Mm-hmm. So you show up. I want to say it was over near Italy.
It's right by Italy. There's a viewing area by Italy, and there's one right when you walk into World
They rope
Showcase.
it off, and then you can get a preview. So look for those types of opportunities. And I noticed Disney World's been doing some stuff over at Epcot, like nighttime dessert things and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I was part of a company event where they did the preferred viewing one time.
We've also viewed Illuminations from that VIP area because we got stuck at guest services for a long time.
Right.
And they gave us VIP passes for the Italy Pavilion.
And I can remember reading touringplans.com or the book, The Unofficial Guide, and they talk about how Mexico, on the bridge there, is a great viewing area.
And also right across is Canada is a good one too on the bridge.
And we did that. So I, did my homework, got there 45 minutes, maybe about before, that's at 9 o'clock. So let's say I was getting there 8-ish, a little after 8. And I roped off my area, with my arms, and you guys were smaller then. And it's amazing how many people want to steal your place, like 15 minutes before the show starts. Like, no, pal, I've been here for like an hour. Not giving up my spot. So you got to beware of that. It can get a little...
Yes, you got to... If you're going to take that spot, you claim it. And you let everyone know around you this is your spot.
It's kind of funny. And we'll leave it at that. But we were over there... right when you walk in to the World Showcase
between
from the
those
ball.
two shops.
So where the ball is, right?
Yeah.
And they actually had some kind of premiere event going on, like a cocktail hour.
That was the Fast Pass Plus area.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
The people had paid to go in there?
Mm-hmm. No, it's just
if you
reserved. There was the Fast Pass Plus area like right in front of that.
So we were behind that. So we were a little, I don't want to say obstructed, but there was a little bit of space there.
There's a bit of a garden between us. Yeah.
But you know what? At first I was kind of complaining, saying, Mom, you really think this is going to work out? And it was only like a half hour, not even.
It was it was less than a half an hour before the show started.
And that ended up being a really great spot.
And we got out really fast.
And it was right the way to get out. And
I think we caught the second monorail that came around.
And beat the monorail to get through. So that worked out well. Again, we mentioned this too. If you eat at the California Grill, you can bring your receipt and view Wishes on top of the Contemporary. And I want to tell you, sorry for you guys who aren't DVC owners, but viewing Wishes on top of the Bay Lake Tower or even Contemporary is really awesome.
It's great. But you can do the Contemporary if you eat at the California Grill. It's the same experience.
And, the Bay Lake Tower has a special elevator, and they actually check your, they checked my band, I think.
Yeah, it's all connected to your band now.
Now it's connected to my band. You had to show your DVC card.
Yes.
Membership card. And I did do that again, and they play the music for Wishes, so you get the music and you get a really good different view, but you don't have to fight the crowds.
Yes, and you can't see the glittering lights in the park, but you get a really good view at Tinkerbell as she lands on top of Tomorrowland Terrace.
I'm so glad I brought my binoculars.
Yes,
by the way, not just for viewing from up there, but also we had an amazing view from our room. Which I think we talked about last episode. And anyways, what do you think? Do you miss out? I was thinking when I got out of there, I'd rather watch it from here than being in the park.
I like one of my favorite parts is watching the lights flicker right when the show starts. That gives me goosebumps. Yeah. So you miss that.
You miss a little bit.
But and you cannot watch the castle show from up there. Yeah. You can see it, but there's no music.
There's no music, right?
So you miss out on that. But if you just want to watch Wishes, it's amazing.
Nice, it's relaxing way to do it. And it's never really, I wouldn't say crowded up there either. You don't have to fight for a spot.
Even 10 minutes before, you're perfect.
Yeah, you really don't have to fight. There's a nice bar up there. You can casual. Mm-hmm. We actually took a little walk around after, remember?
Yeah, it was nice. And there's free water out.
That's what it was.
There's little water coolers out for you.
Yeah, I was dying from thirst too. They had a nice little thing you could get some free water. Help yourself kind of thing.
It was nice.
But again, we talked, so you had a couple, Lindsay. I know you mentioned extra magic hours. So is it after the fireworks?
Oh yeah. So if you're going to stay and let's say you're going to watch Wishes in the park and you know that there's extra magic hours afterwards, or sometimes the park's even open on during the summer, an hour after Wishes is over. Not extra magic hours. It's a really good idea to just hang around and go do one or two attractions before you decide to head out of the park, even if you're not planning to stay for extra magic hours, because it'll give the chance for some of the people who are going to run you over with their carriages sort of thing to get out of the park. Yeah,
that's my biggest complaint about the nighttime things. It's just that cattle prodding and crowd that's...
You get separated from your group and
you
get hit in the heels with on the carts.
That's the part I don't look forward to.
Yeah, go on the Haunted Mansion, go ride Pirates.
Yeah.
Walk around a little bit. Everything's pretty much going to be closed, but I do not recommend walking through the shops though, because it's like walking through the same gauntlet down Main Street, but there's things in your way. So don't do that.
All right, that was I had 8 or so tips there. Do you have anything to add to that?
Not really. I think we pretty much covered everything.
Good. If anyone else has any, shoot us a note. All right, we did go over an hour, but just a little bit past an hour, so that was great. We're going to continue to talk about some of the things related to our trip in the next coming episodes. We have a guest I'm hoping for we're going to do later this week. I'm not going to say, special guest. And again, I'm loving all of the iTunes interaction. Definitely go out there and rate us out on iTunes. We haven't had a rating in almost a month, so I would love to see a new 5-star rating. It would make my day.
Yes, please.
And I want to see our show break the top 200 podcast for travel. Is one thing I'm looking for. You drop off that new and noteworthy, which is fine because you're not new anymore.
Yeah.
But we are on the there's like a hot list or something.
Awesome.
So we are in there. But the more iTunes reviews we get, I'm sure the algorithm puts you up higher. So I'd love to see that. And I love all the interactions on our Facebook page, with the Geekin on WDW page, and the Twitter stuff. Love you guys interacting with us. Keep it up. We are enjoying it. And I think that's it for it. Let's wrap it up.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys all next time.
Bye.
Take care.